Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Dragomar. It's time for the grand finale of the Clan War. As it stands, we have 1,037,668 points versus 620,864. My two accounts stand respectively at 120,991 and 95,765. Yes. Yes. And now, you see, since it's the night of the Death Knight, you know who the guest of honor is, and I have decided that it should be him once again. Yes. But he isn't the only one that will be getting this guest of honor treatment. There will be others. Yup, and we're sending him. Yeah. Just if you thought I wasn't going to do more stuff. It's happening. It's actually happening. Yep. And I think I also fixed my speaker stuff, hopefully. I changed some settings. Yes. Hopefully that fixes it. I can check it real quick. Yep, it's working just fine. It's just got to stay put. Stay put there. There we go. We're giving Ultimate Death Knight his attention, but that doesn't mean that Mr. Phoenix is going to get ignored. No, Mr. Phoenix is going to get an upgrade. He's just not going to get to rank 6 tonight. He will get rank 6 soon, just not tonight. I've decided that Death Knight is more important because of the media coverage that he has. So, yeah, that's why. But Phoenix will be getting upgrades soon. Yep, he gets 500. Now, on to the next big challenge. So, remember that Arbiter mission. Now, I have set it up specifically better this time, and I want to show you how. So, my rebuilding of Syl has allowed her to become more durable. So, what that's done is made it so she can survive longer and get more of the burns onto the spider whenever needed. And also to decrease its turn meter, because trying to keep your team alive in this is not as easy as it sounds. Because the spider from the higher levels is actually pretty bloody devastating in general, and it's hard to keep it burning properly because occasionally it sneezes. If it doesn't sneeze and gets all the burns on it, then it will do just fine. I did need to upgrade her gear massively, though, to get this done. Having a lot of heals here is important because this spider does smack really hard, especially when it pukes. Go, get the burn and the decreased turn meter. Yes, the burns. At least it's got a good amount of burn damage on it. Because this fight is actually very challenging, especially if you don't have a perfect stun lock setup. Like a survival stun lock set, because basically you need enough accuracy that the control is perfect on it. Otherwise, like the spiderlings and stuff get out of control. And like the certain chance get out of control. There we go. Part of it also has to do with the fact that Syl is made more durable here. So that really does help. Although maybe not this time. We will see. We might have him yet. Man, if it could just not sneeze, that would be great. I swear it worked earlier today. Not this time, but most of the time it works. So we'll see. I do not have 100% setup versus this. It just, I haven't managed it. It requires very specific gear, etc. that I have yet to acquire. Okay, I remember doing this before. We had some bad RNG on this. Doesn't help that they target the Cold Heart a lot. And then Syl. And then he has to puke at a very inconvenient time. There we go. Can we get him to do it right? That's the real question. Because I know these burns do a lot to the spider. Like, basically the reason I have the Drexthar and the Mordecai is I do it as burn insurance. To make sure it burns. Maybe if I include the other guy in there, that'll help. The Paragon. There we go. The burns are ticking. There we go. See, that's what I wanted to happen. That's how it's supposed to go. Like that. But yeah, it's not 100% here. There's some variable that makes it not 100%. Unfortunately. Part of it, I think, has to do with Coldheart not being tuned perfectly. With the rest of it, in terms of stats. I do want to try Mr. Ultimate Death Knight in here, maybe. Because he could be of use, maybe, in this fight. I don't know how good he is in Spider, but I will be maxing Phoenix later, but Ultimate Death Knight is kind of a guest of honor, if you will. So that's why he's getting preferential treatment, at least for tonight. And yes, I have to do this all on auto. Keep going with that. Get a lash on him. One thing that's very useful about that is to stop the burst damage with the block damage, because spider, like these higher spiders, do some very nasty burst damage. Aha, perfect. Stage is set. The fire is up. Perfect. There you go. See? We just had some bad RNG in the beginning there. How far are we getting through that? Setting that spider ablaze. Need another 200 arena medals tonight. But yeah, we need another 200 arena medals tonight. That's just the grim reality of it. If we want to upgrade another... What is that running animation? Got him. Well, I mean, he's interesting, but Drex can still get him. Drexthar is still not worthless, I can tell you that. I do this on purpose. Because Drex, there's a reason why it's worth it getting this many tag bars. It's worth it because you want to blow them all up and get these tag bars. And to have the medals. Because having all these tag bars, well, having all these points from this is pretty useful. The ninja. Now it's Syl time. This is not as easy as it looks, but Gala made it look easier than it should have been. Because Gala is very powerful. And she also ignores affinity, so don't think she's not going to smack hard because of your affinity. That's the special thing about Void. Void doesn't care about affinity. All affinity is equal in Void's eyes. That's ultimately why Void is so valuable. One of the reasons is that you don't get any negative affinity matchups. Everyone can be affected by a Void champ equally. And also Void champs tend to be more powerful than their non-Void counterparts. Not always, but it tends to be. Like Void tanks tend to be stronger. All the Void champs tend to be stronger. The llamas. Perfect. I don't think I can do 201 night. But what I can do is continuously do spider. Get the spider mission out of the way. Roasting the spider. That going. Alright, can we get the full flames going? Please tell me. Please. Come on. I hate it when it just like has the RNG in its head that it's gonna puke a lot. It's always really aggravating. Ugh. I think we got the burn pattern though. Let's hope we can get another set of flames on it. Because that would be cool. Can't get it. Okay, we got the Heart Seeker. That should do it. I think it had the burn up, no? Perfect. We got the burn. We've got the burn. There we go. Can't escape. I'll take it. Perfect. The Heart Seeker to finish it off. Let's go.
Let's do it again. Because we've got to do this a number of times. No way out. Keeping the bird on. You want that Heartseeker? Be timed away from it sneezing, because it often will sneeze. Hopefully Demetha will intervene on her behalf. No. See, it's hard to get past the RNG of this boss. The RNG is so it's really random on whether it's a good run or a bad run. Like, this is one of the worst runs. Ugh. Getting all those flames on it, though, is good. Maybe I should use... I have an idea, but it's dank as sin. It involves using Vizier, but then we lack turn meter control, but I'm willing to give it a go. I want to see if it's like a really fast spider, because then we can get like the double spread. Ugh. Yeah, get the double spread. Get the burns all over it. Because the sooner you get all the burns going on it, the sooner you can just like keep burning it down. The main problem here always is when Silt dies. Because then that's usually where pandemonium reigns. And it's hard for her to tank everything with this fight. Especially because it's a force-based spider. There we go. We do have to do it in an auto setup though. Has to be auto friendly, so we'll see what it does with auto. Well, that's the biggest issue also. It's not just, oh, does this setup work on manual? Okay, use it. No, it has to work on auto. That is ultimately the issue. There we go, perfect. I think they're doomed now. Yep, they most definitely are. It's those burn ticks. Yep. Let's try throwing Vizier into the equation. But I will be going to bed soon. The grand finale of this crazy, weird in the mind spider. Oh, I had to do that. Ugh. Maybe this could still work. Because again, you stack that burn to the ceiling with this. Like, it's ultra stacked. Like, when he spreads that burn, it's gonna sting. If he spreads it correct. Yep, I told you. I told you it would hurt if he didn't puke it. Decreasing his attack is pretty good. Yeah, this doesn't feel as efficient. This definitely doesn't feel as efficient as I imagined it would have been. Yeah, it's not a significant time savings is the problem. Or let's say Cold Heart. Still hard to stay awake, actually. But, you get the idea. But I'm not giving up yet. We gotta battle the Revenge of the Spider. So difficult. Ugh. So we got that. We're gonna do the usual, run brutal on auto. Bring in our trusty as I might as well do it now. Do it now or forever hold my peace. Clan boss and Spider. Spider and clan boss. Madness. Yep. That's how we're doing it. Getting that damage going. See, because it's kind of a self-contained system, because there's the Guardian, there's the Godseeker and Neri reviving everyone. And then there's the Demetha with the block damage, and then there's Taragi with the ally protect, and then finally there's the two damage dealers, Drex and Occult Brawler, who are doing the main damage. Reason you do and do not want revivers. You generally want a team that doesn't need revivers, because after turn 50, Revivers become nullified. And all the teams that you normally use start to go obsolete. Hopefully, could do a lot of damage this way. At least the crit damage is doing some work with the War Master procs. I mean, getting the big milestone on damage is difficult. It really is. Especially since getting all this damage on there quickly is not the easiest thing on the planet. Slowly, sure, but you don't really have a lot of time. Especially on something like Brutal Clan Boss. You just do not have the time for ridiculous stuff. I definitely think we can get the 13 million, maybe a bit more, but it's... As you go in, it gets dicier. Especially with the block revive rolls. Kill the termite! Termite's getting away. God, it's so hard. Alright, we'll complete that in the morning. We have enough energy fuel for tonight. Over 1 million. Has to do it right. Has to. It has to. Yeah, this one didn't show much promise with that. Well, that didn't work exactly as I planned. Okay, that part did. Is the main thing, like I said, the main thing with the spider is you need the burns. Let's continue the madness. It's the only way. All right, we got the burn. Please. The puking RNG, man, is just terrible. This is literally what I'm going to be running to victory, honestly. This team comp. This is the team comp. I'm running to victory. And it's September the 1st. Summer is officially over now. It is officially fall. Which means lots of leaves. Which is going to be awful, to be honest. Having this much burns is really going to do this a lot of good. There, that puke. That was the good puke. That was bad. That was bad. Hopefully we can still carry on. Okay, that's promising. There, that's promising. A lot of burns. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Didn't heal. There we go. We still got it. We're still in this. We'll continue this in the next episode.